Hello, Glenwood here. Well, today's video is in response to the kind people who ask me, what are you working on right now? We enjoyed your previous short stories told by antique historical objects. What's new? So I wanted to tell you a sort of a sneak peek into one I'm very proud of, and it concerns this. It may look like an innocuous piece of stone. Actually, it's a slingshot, and it's not just any slingshot. This was excavated at Hasalik in Turkey, which is the site now. There's no doubt about it in my mind and most people's. It was the site of Troy, ancient Troy, the subject of Homer's Iliad. But Homer just told the story of the last 50 days of 10 years of fighting between the Greeks and the Trojans, and my story, as told to me by this witness to the events there, was how it all started, and all the stuff about Helen of Troy. She was married to Menelaus of Sparta in Greece, it's true, but well, quite frankly, she was an opportunistic floozy. She just went where the best deal was. And when Paris came to visit Menelaus in Sparta, he supposedly whisked her away. But she remained in Troy for 10 years. She was perfectly happy there. And Homer was a poet. He wasn't a historian. What the story was a fight over trade routes, and it was the very valuable trade route between the Black Sea and the Mediterranean, which Troy controlled, that was in dispute. The Greeks wanted a piece of the action, and what I didn't know, I really didn't know until I came to research this, was that one of the main products that was being shipped by this trade route was grain, and it was coming from what is now known as Ukraine, the breadbasket of Europe, was being exported to the Mediterranean countries in the Bronze Age. Even then, this is a history that goes back a long, long way. And so that's what the fight was all about, really. And this was a part of a pile of stones that were slingshots which were not used, but they were going to be used by a would-be defender of Troy once the Greeks arrived. If you remember, Helen's face launched 1,000 ships, and it was a big fleet that arrived. But how it all started is very relevant today. The face of a woman, tariffs, taxes, trade, it's all very relevant. So read my story. It will come out in about November, December. Oh, and one last thing. If you like my stories, enjoy the videos, please hit like or subscribe, or both. It helps get the word out. Thank you.